You're eating healthy, peanut butter, quinoa, Greek yogurt, but your fat loss has plateaued.
The number one biggest issue with Indian diets is that they lack protein.
Beer Biceps isn't telling you to eat more protein. He's educating you on how much protein you really need. So, yes, protein is important. But what most people don't realize is that not all high protein foods support fat loss. In fact, some of them are calorie traps in disguise. Hello, I'm Simran Valecha, a weight loss coach, and I've lost over 10 kilos in 6 months. I work alongside my mom, an ACE certified nutritionist, and together we've helped over 5,000 women globally lose 2 to 3 kilos a month while eating out at restaurants. My ACE certified mom designs plans that fit your lifestyle, and they start at only rupees 9.99 a year. The link is in the description below, so make sure you sign up so you can achieve your dream body in the next 6 weeks. Today, we're breaking down 8 high protein foods that could actually be stalling your fat loss progress, especially if you're trying to lose that belly fat. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button for weekly science backed weight loss tips. The first one is masala peanuts or flavored nuts, your so called healthy snacks. Masala peanuts or Fab India's flavored almonds, delicious. And yes, they do have some protein, and just a handful of them is 250 plus calories. Anisha, one of my clients, thought she had upgraded her snack to eat something healthy. Unknowingly, she had added over 700 calories to her weekly diet. The second one is full fat paneer. It has over 265 calories and 20 grams of protein per 100 grams of full fat paneer. Your paneer burji with just 2 tablespoons ghee can be over 400 calories without knowing it. If this video is already blowing your mind, make sure you hit that like button. Now, what about peanut butter? That's the holy grail of gym bros and recipe reels on Instagram. The third one is nut butters. Almond butter, peanut butter, they are all marketed as healthy fat and protein combos. But 1 tablespoon is 100 to 120 calories.
Actually, most commercial peanut butters contain sugar, other oils as stabilizing agents, and additives as preservatives.
To make it creamier, they'll add palm oil, which is very commonly added nowadays, to almond butter, peanut butter, other types too. Sometimes they'll add hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils. So your best choice is the one that is the nuts.
There's the nuance. Nut butters can be healthy, but they are not a protein source for your meal. If used smartly, in the right form, and portion control. Nut butters are not primarily a protein source. They are fat dominant with some protein. I would recommend thinking of nut butters as a protein booster to your balanced meal. So I would add 1 tablespoon peanut butter to a whole grain toast with egg whites, and that would have fiber, protein, healthy fats, and carbs. It's a balanced breakfast or a post-workout snack. Or you can pair it with a protein-rich food in a smoothie. So half a banana, 1 tablespoon peanut butter, 1 scoop whey, and some water. It's a great calorie control smoothie with only 250 to 300 calories. Even celebrities like Shilpa Shetty love peanut butter on toast, but their portions are measured by nutritionists, not just vibes. So basically, if you like nut butters, use 1 tablespoon a day. Don't eyeball it, use a measuring spoon. And while we're on the topic of creamy, spoonable things, Greek yogurt is another one. And this is where things get tricky. Full fat Greek yogurt has 130 calories per 100 grams. Flavored versions are sugar bombs. One of my clients added it to her smoothie and thought it was a smart swap, but it turned a 200 calorie snack into a 500 calorie mistake. Now, what about chia seeds? They are everywhere, from oats to detox drinks. But what if I told you even these can backfire? Chia and flax seeds are nutrient dense, especially for women with PCOS.
Chia seeds are packed with omega 3 fatty acids, which carry anti inflammatory and antioxidant agents that help tackle the increased oxidative stress that is often seen in women who have PCOS.
Incredible benefits, yes, but 2 tablespoons, 140 calories. And mostly fat, not protein. Overdo it and you're easily out of your deficit. I would recommend having 1 tablespoon a day, sprinkle it on your fruits or add it to your water, especially in the summers. Now, don't even get me started on the overpriced whey protein scoop in your shaker. But before I share more info, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm gods can share this video with others who are also trying to lose weight like you. One scoop of whey protein is 120 to 150 calories. Add some milk, banana, nut butters, and you're drinking a meal without chewing a bite. One of my busy clients in Dubai would skip breakfast and have this instead. It felt healthy for sure, but before 10 a.m., she was consuming 500 calories already. So now maybe you switch to healthy grains like quinoa and amaranth, thinking they are healthier than rice. But here's the truth. So yes, quinoa is a complete protein, but 1 cup cooked quinoa is over 220 calories and 40 grams of carbs. That's more than your regular rice bowl. I would recommend using half portion with lots of veggies to balance it for fiber and satiety. Now, on to one of the most misunderstood weight loss foods in our Indian kitchen, soya chunks. Soya chunks offer 36 grams of protein per 100 grams dry, but they double in size when cooked, so it's easy to overeat them. Plus, they are highly processed. One of my clients added soya to her dinner every night until it caused her bloating and acne. We reduced it to twice a week and her progress returned. So, what's the takeaway? These foods aren't bad, but even healthy foods can slow down your fat loss if you ignore the portions and the calories. So, here are the 8 foods that we've spoken about today, their portions, their calories, and the protein content. You don't need to cut protein or even Indian food out of your diet if you're trying to lose fat. You need the right balance, the right timing, and the right portion that you can follow through on. Comment below and tell me which one surprised you the most. And make sure you hit that subscribe button for weekly science-backed weight loss tips. Bye.